to Henry, and now throw it to Derrick.
NFL News Today.
Moves for 9 or 10.
Now he picked up 3 yards, so everything is kind of good.
Second down, back to Will Levis.
Following Michael Penix Jr.'s selection, Cam Newton issues a warning to Kirk Cousins of the Falcons. The 2024 NFL Draft was all the excitement about the Atlanta Falcons. Even though they had signed Kirk Cousins to a lucrative 4-year contract just 1 month prior, Atlanta stunned everyone by selecting quarterback Michael Penix Jr. with the 8th overall choice. In a recent podcast, former Panthers quarterback Cam Newton discussed the subject and had some advice for Kirk Cousins. On a 4th and 1 podcast episode devoted to the Penix Jr. selection, Newton gave a speech. "We're not just talking about a first-round pick here, we're talking about a top 10 pick, so eventually we have to determine whether or not he can play," Newton stated. "Now that Kirk Cousins has signed a 4-year contract, let me show you just how ridiculous that is. Do you really believe Michael Penix will play out those 4 years without someone giving him a chance, given the idea and mindset that during those 4 years we got to see what he could do, we chose him highly, to see what he can accomplish? Hell no, I'll say." Newton thinks Cousins won't have much time to establish his worth, particularly if Penix lives up to their expectations. The top 10 choices are typically compelled to take some sort of action. I'll split that 4 into 2, giving Kirk Cousins 2 full years to establish himself. Hell, I'll even give you 6 real games. It's even more absurd because you now have 2 years to establish yourself. Now that the money is guaranteed, you are donating $50 million a year to one person. Was Michael Penix Jr. the Atlanta Falcons' best selection in the NFL Draft of 2024? Newton is right when he notes that a quarterback selected in the top 10 will be required to play in the NFL during his rookie deal. Even at quarterback, NFL teams just don't flood their premium draft capital as a safety precaution. That implies that Michael Penix Jr. might start quarterback for the Falcons in the near future. If this is accurate, it begs the question of why Kirk Cousins was given a 4-year, $180 million contract with a $100 million guarantee. It might be argued that by signing Cousins, the Falcons secured an upgraded quarterback ahead of the draft and established a mentor for a potential rookie. However, all of the money the Falcons gave Kirk Cousins could have been used to improve other areas of the team, especially defense. Alternatively, the Falcons could have used their 8th overall pick in the draft to select any defensive player they wanted if they had passed on Penix Jr. Kirk Cousins is an aging quarterback who is recuperating from a serious injury, it should be mentioned as well. It's not a given that he'll be ready for Week 1 or that he'll be the same player he was when he was playing at his best in Minnesota.